Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today it's midweek magic and we're getting another sealed this time. It's Innistrad team. So we get whoa. Okay, it says 3 packs of double feature and 4 packs of shadows over Innistrad. I only see 6 packs though, so I don't know how many we're getting. Anyway, it's a phantom event, it's gonna be all Innistrad. So we're gonna take a look at what we actually get. Double feature, I guess it's a way of okay. So they're only showing us 6 packs here, so there is a bit of a typo. It's not 3 double feature, which means we're getting but we do get quite a bit from the bonus sheet. So Edgar is nice. Bloodline Keeper is always a solid. Jace Unraveler Secrets would be fine if but now it's about looking for playable colors. Definitely white black is playable here. Audric's a bit questionable, but we could make it work. We could sneak in green for Ren and Seven, but if the black red vampires is good from the double feature, we could sneak in. We could go black red white instead. So we have a few directions we can go to. This time we have a good slew of uncommons and uncommons. But first thing we're gonna take a look at is the land base. So Evolving Wilds is solid. Remember when this used to be rare? That said, so we have game trail as an option. We didn't get any of the remastered lands. It's a shame. Let's take a quick look at black. So we're basically looking for good removal. Unfortunately, all we have is certain death. Yeah, as far as removal is concerned, we are. Yeah, this is really bad for us because we're not getting the good removal in black. We do have a slew of good creatures though. Red is going to be our next best hope here. We got an Alchemist Greeting. Avacyn's Judgment, that was the rare we saw. There's a Gyro Reach Bandit. There is a Ride Down, so this gives us some incentive to go red, to do white. Now let's take a look at white. There's an Angelic Purge, which we definitely have to run. Candle Trap is kind of okay. So that sets our colors here. We'll do a quick check on green, see if we have any, because they do have good fight colors from time to time. We have the Moonlight Hunt, that's Wolf Werewolf specific. We don't have the clear shot, so yeah, we might be in trouble as far as this pack is concerned. Green is kind of solid though, but we are missing a lot of removal. So let's go kind of greedy first. Let's if we put all our good rares here, we have to put a certain death. It's 6 mana, which is really bad, but we kind of still have to put it anyway. There's a Liliana's Elite. We will need a lot of creature cards to go in graveyard, but we can make it work. We got the Graph Rats, but we don't have the other half. I think we can make Delirium work. We'll just have to do also have to do a oddly no vampires. Okay, sorry, that's not accurate. There's a Bloodline Keeper and there's the Edgar, but as far as vampire team is concerned, we're actually quite short here. Definitely running the Alchemist Greeting. Gyro Reach Bandit is always playable. Yeah, we have a Voldaren Archer Ambusher, but we're not gonna. But Bloodline Keeper is gonna be our only source of multiple vampires, so that's a bit questionable. I guess we can make it work. We might need to run the Ardent Elementalist to make what few removal spells we have work. We'll probably be on the lookout. Yeah, unfortunately, oh, you do have. Yeah, it splashes with green. So it might be an argument for running green instead. You may cast from your graveyard, so definitely want to run this for Disturb. Yeah, Shattered Sanctum is our other. It's our one land. Audric should do a sanity. It's not that great, but we'll do a sanity check on. Okay, Menace counts, so it will take this one. This won't count. Haste will count. Flying counts? Yeah, wait. Flying counts? Not much of anything else, so we're not gonna exactly get the keyword soup with this one. Do we have enough humans to run the resistance squad? 4. I think we can make it work if we add a few of the others. We're not gonna get Fleeting Spirit to work, unfortunately, here. We might actually have to go green instead of black, which is a shame. I'll start with black first, but red, white, green might be the more preferable one. We have a red and 7. We have a solid. We have solid green and enough werewolves. I think realistically we're gonna do the more consistent one here. So we're gonna actually drop these out. Spore Crawler is fine. Weirding Wood, Investigate. Maybe. This one enters, gains 3 life, is fine. Pack Guardian is fine. Shadow Beast Sighting is fine. Definitely running red and 7. I've had good experience with that. Eldrazi Boar. I guess we can try to make it work. So now we actually want more humans. There is a Shrill Howler also kind of works as a. So let's do a werewolf check. We have 3 werewolves. Let's do a werewolf check here because we probably want more wolf or werewolf. Actually, let's do a double check here. Is this wolf werewolf? Yeah, wolf werewolf. So we can actually. This is actually playable now. Now we just need to add more wolves here. So all of a sudden these become quite playable. Howlpack Resurgence becomes interesting. We can cut the Shattered Sanctum now. There's no black. We might want to consider other creatures here. Aim High is fine. It might be better than Candle Trap in this case. Yeah, we're not generating enough clues for Confront the Unknown. So we might actually start cutting down some of the white. So we can cut the... I'm willing to keep the Draw-Skull Infantry. It's still an enchant creature. It's still a combat trick, I guess. But it's a question if I want to have Howlpack Resurgence come in as well. I guess we can cut the Voldaren Ambusher now because now we don't have the vampires at all. We can start with this one as a test. There is still a Gatstaff Arsonist, so it's a 5/4 that comes at 6/5. Not the strongest. It might actually, and we have to do a creature check. 15 and 8 is fine. I could probably cut down 7, 6, 5, 4. It's a bit of an awkward curve. If I want to cut something, it'll probably be one of the 4s. I'll keep the Elementalist because we have some spells we can get back, but there is a chance I might end up cutting that. So this one's a bit of a tough call here. We didn't really check the blue much, but actually I should check the blue a bit. I should also have checked how much in green mana I have. I'm gonna keep this, but this is super risky. If we don't hit green mana soon, we're in real trouble. At least we have a turn 2 Draw-Skull Infantry, but I'm starting to think that this might be a mistake for us in general. Now we need to hit a third land. Now any third land is fine, but I still prefer it to be green. Because I would like to be able to, Pack Guardian requires a land discard, but it's still a neat trick. We'll see if our opponent gains more life this turn, but it's also beginning at end step, so we do have an opportunity to snipe it. Opponent lets it flip. So I could still play Taxidermist first, but yeah, we definitely swing. Let's see if our opponent counters this. If they do, let the switch. Do I want to snipe this? We'll resolve, let it pass. Good thing I didn't commit anything bigger. Opponent now has to play something bigger. They have to cast something. Or they could just wait it out, in which case I kind of wait it out too. They might have some sort of removal spell. Bound by Moonsilver. I guess this is fine. So we have Avacyn's Judgment, which we can use to... We can use to snipe this one. And I think I would rather do this. I don't have a way to discard it, so I'm gonna just split this off between these two. Also of note is that this is still a werewolf, so... So perfect. So it's still kind of useful in that end. I'm probably just gonna do some Shadow Beast Cycling first. We're gonna hold on to the land. Hobble, guys. Okay, sure. Docent, which is pretty big, but we can. So it flips this one. Not that relevant. Well, actually keeping it from transforming. So, oh, I should not play that land. Let's swing with this one first, see if it... Okay, convinces our opponent to block. I can drop this, but it won't give this trample, so that's fine. So most likely, I'll just end up playing the Pack Guardian. Yeah, I should not have played the land. I would have been able to get multiples. No, that was a mistake on our part. Reaper... So we play the Pack Guardian first. We don't have the land to discard. I'm gonna swing with this one, see, convince our opponent to chump block. You get some trample to boot, which is nice. Now this one can... No. Opponent has a Brutal Qatar, so he can actually take out our big... Okay. But, Still free to swing with our Dropfall Infantry. This one is a spirit, not a human. This one's a human. So I'm gonna offer this swing first. See if our opponent probably takes it or has some sort of trick. Let's force them to use it. They might have a combat trick, in which case it's good to get it out of the way. It's only indestructible, that's fine. So we get to play this one. Now it's still, yeah, it's daytime, so that's fine. Opponent plays a zombie so that he's not. So I could swing with this. It will not be enough to take this out. But I think we force the issue. And there you go, got it. White actually has quite a bit of removal. A lot of it's locked up on enchantments, and with a lot of things still referencing your creatures, the enchantment-based removal is not that strong. Okay, we'll still keep going. Let's see what we get from this. Dissection tools, okay. Yeah, having the map. In the end, it's really about finding one which your mana base can kind of support. So we're keeping this one. We have two options between turn 2 Hamlet Captain and Reclusive Taxidermist. So we'll most likely land this on red. I'm pretty sure there's no cycle effect here. So play the Taxidermist, get our colors ready. I'm gonna run the Gyre Reach Bandit, see if our opponent has a counter spell. No, no counter. So I guess we could string it both. There's probably a flash. Okay. Removal spell is kind of fine, I guess. If I can hit one more land, that's an auto Ren and 7. Okay, so when it dies, draw a card. So, and that's actually what we're gonna do. There you go, we got it out of the way. That was enough to get a win. We just needed to start pushing enough pressure. Looks like our opponent was hoping to just some trade on board, but they did not expect the combat trick there. And we got a Head Shredder. We're just getting all. It looks like we're getting all Duskmore today. Okay, so yeah, mana lines up. We are missing some early game threats, but we do have something to do, so it's kind of fine. Fog Walker. Okay, we'll just play the Hamlet Captain. We won't be able to block this. That's fine. We won't be able to kill it either, but we'll have to look for a different target. Opponent was playing Scab. This one only benefits other humans, so there's a problem for us there. We could swing then just ping it afterwards. But I think I would rather just play the Howlback Werewolf first. Well, we can't block either, so there is that. We're just gonna have to take some early beats for now. If our opponent decides to sink mana there, no, they're gonna go for a 4-drop. Now, target zombie gains Death Touch, so it counts that one. So I probably want to ping that zombie. Now that might be a bit on the greedy side. Normally the correct play would be to snipe this one and probably trade the token. Parasitic Grasp, okay, sure. Now they're gonna start sinking in. So if we can hit another green source, we did not, so... Our best bet is to actually just play this out here. It sets up our next green source. So next turn, if we hit one land, we can drop both of these. Diagraph Horde, probably one of the best black commons here, so that is a big problem for us. We did hit our 7 mana. Because I can play this one, just play this one, make a Tree Folk. That'll be a 6/6. It will casually block these. Not sure if that sequence is correct. There might be an argument for playing both of these and hoping for a flip. Now, opponent does have the mana to activate this, so... That one, I'll just let him swing. I'm not gonna block. They might as well swing that at me. Midnight Ambush. Sure. If they were gonna go for that, they should have gone for this. So, yeah, we'll just... That was kind. We still have a blocker. Yeah, this is starting to haunt me a bit, but it is what it is. So most likely we're just gonna run these two out.
The forest will be overwhelmed.
And they did give up both of these just to deal with the Planeswalker, so that's kind of fine. So now we need to find good removal. Probably could have forced a trade here, but since our opponent attacked for both of them, this one's a flat trade, this one can draw out of hand. So it doesn't really matter that much. They also forgot to swing with this one, so not optimal at this point. Opponent could this is actually a very good blocker as well, so it's something to consider. So we do have Drogskull Infantry. So our best bet is to swing with. Our best bet now is to actually swing with both. Force our opponent to give up the Corpse Trawler for one of these guys. Yep, they're gonna go for this one because I can recast this. It's fine. Hello? Huh? What's it? Chat sakit lang ah. Kabobe ka wala lo. Oh. Sige. Okay, now what our opponent is doing now is that they're just gonna try to ping us out here. We're just gonna be basically on hold for quite a while. But we did get rid of the Corpse Trawler, so now we just need to start gassing up somehow. Also, I'm starting to think our mana base is not that great. Whenever Binding Dice attacks, yeah, we're just getting flooded now. We have to start pushing with this one, but yeah, if we keep getting flooded, it's not good. That's fine. Oddly enough, it allows us to block Fogwalker. But we probably end up blocking something bigger. We're still taking just one. Spore Crawler allows us to draw a card when it dies. Let's see if our opponent has a counter spell, this would be a real feel bad, but nothing we can really do about it. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Opponent's still on the tank on this one. They do have a counter spell, do they? No, they don't. I'm gonna put this here so in the hopes that we could possibly get a trade. Opponent might have removal for this. Nothing we can really do about it. Syncopate. We can K to counter it, but if we do, we will not be able to survive. Yeah, we have to decline. Opponent did gas out there at the end, so can't block. We're still taking 1 damage at a time, but we need to hit answers. Arsonist is fine. The second land is not. Yeah, how many lands did we hit? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does not have a trick and just lets it die. Okay, that's a reason for us to have to start holding on to lands. Yeah. Yeah, we should have held on to start holding on land. Yeah, we're not gonna play this yet. Okay, now we hold on. I could swing with this, hit for 6, then we can go for the trade next turn. There's a bit of a risk here, but we're gonna go for it. One is also starting to sandbag a few cards here. If it's a counter spell, we might be in real trouble. Okay, not a spell, so we'll go for it. They probably still have a response to this. And take out the... Oh, they... Ooh, they must have thought this was still a 5-4. Alright. They still have something though. That's a problem. No, they didn't. We got there. Okay. We'll probably do one more game. But otherwise we had a really good run there. We barely survived that last one. As far as card, actually we're gonna, before we do our last game, we're gonna take a quick look at blue because we kind of ignored it for the most part. We ignored it even though there was a Jace, even though there was a Suspicious Toy. This would have given us quite a lot of card draw. There's a Geist Wave. This would have been... There was a Geist Wave. There was a Silent Departure. So we actually have quite a bit of removal in blue. Organ Hoarder, one of the best cards. There's Scattered Thoughts. So... Rai said that we would have been able to do a blue-red deck. Complete with Wretched Griff if we had to. So we could have done a blue-red-green deck and we would have had the land to support it. So that would have been another option. Actually, let's take a look at it. We would have just had... Oh, but what cards would we give up? This would not be much of a... We would have to find a way to fit most of these in. Like, the Werewolf team still fits. We would be adding more... We wouldn't be adding more instants and sorceries here. Skrillex is kind of fine. We would have the zombies. We would have the extra zombies, so that would kind of work. This would have been more reasonable than Decimator of the Provinces. So that would have actually been an option. Our land would have been worse. It would have been 2 tap lands instead of 2 lands that have the potential to ETB untap. But let's go back to our original design here. It's a shame we could not get the black to work in this one, but we'll take it. We'll take this one for what it is. And we got the deuce. So we were able to deduce this one. Let's do... Okay, so we got our green-red, which is good. We do need more running mana, but we do have okay, we did hit our running mana. Now we just need to hit running drops. It would feel so weird for our opponent to spend a 1 mana spell on this. It's usually a combat trick here. I'm trying to think of what... So that was a bit awkward to leave up. I was playing with blues. But at least we hit our we do hit our 4 drops. We just need a way to drop this one for a 5 drop. There was an argument for holding on to cards. and discard due to hand size. That would have been one way around it. But if he hit 2 running lands, I'll probably just go for the running lands strat. I'll just probably go for land, and go aim for there. We would be able to drop the Rankatur first. So there's a Shrill Howler, which we can sneak through. But this is more mana efficient. I am also willing to swing with Hamlet Captain, if just to trade with the Falcon Abomination. Opponent's not gonna take the trade. Opponent goes Sunhold Barrage. They're going for it. Swing with Code. Okay. Well, we're hitting all our running lands. So next turn we'll be able to Alchemist Greeting our opponent's next drop. Ominous Roost. Well, it's features with powerless land, so it's not blocking that. We can also grab white mana with this. Next turn we can also then position to flip this. Opponent's stuck at 3 mana for quite a while, so that might be a problem for them. They might be a 3-color deck, but they're the ones unfortunate to be missing their 3rd color. So Strength Arms, let's crack this one. Grab white. It's also a one-shot trick, so that makes 0 sense. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, which your opponent doesn't have. So let's see. If our opponent decides to block that one, we can just transform it, so we get the 3/5 instead. If we hit another land, we might end up going for Greeting plus Purge, just to keep opponent. Opponent goes for Sigard and Priest. Blue probably indicates a bounce spell. I'm thinking Silent Departure would be could be on the board. They're better off swinging with both. Yeah, that's what they do. They might just Silent Departure. Essence Flux. Just to put it back, get an extra blocker. Okay. So we now have this as an option as well. So we're gonna go with this. Target this, so that becomes less of a problem. Opponent can't block that. If he's gonna jump blocks the human, which is fine. Opponent finally hits their 4th mana. Take inventory to draw cards. Probably not what you want to be doing. Circle of Confinement. That one is good. That could take out this one. This one or this one. It takes out a bunch. He's going for the 4/4. Which means if he swings with all 3... No. Yeah, that... Our opponent got stuck on mana for so long that it did not really help them at all. They had a lot of better plays, but they couldn't afford to play them. Whew! Yeah, don't skimp on your lands. No, I think in our opponent's case they were just unlucky. So there you go. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.